circumstances beyond our control to evacuate the building, not suffocate.
Yes, now time for the magic words. There is no expectation of privacy in the public.
Nobody wants to listen to that nonsense. What a bunch of crap. What the heck's going on, man? What are you guys doing? Halloween is tomorrow, man. I ain't got time for this. I gotta go trick-or-treating, man. I gotta give me some of that candy, you dig? Yeah, man. That's right. I'm gonna get me some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Yeah. But you know what I like? My favorites are Tootsie Rolls and what's that other thing that I like called? Necco wafers. Yeah, those things are awesome. And anything with Vegemite in it. Man, that's good stuff. And so, if you're one of those people who, when people go trick-or-treating, you give them pennies, I just want to know, what the hell is your problem? Give them candy. That's the whole thing, right, Hez? Where are you at? What's going on? Ow, damn it. Hey, look, man. Speaking of being appropriate for Halloween, you guys remember I got blood stains on my face from when Hezokuai used to stab me and he'd stab himself. That was fun, right? What? Ow! Come on, man. Oh,
no. Order in the court. My butt itches. What? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this beautiful home day. It's Wednesday, the day before Halloween, and the first person here today was Highway Star. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, this here, what I'm wearing, this is a necklace that was handmade by the one and only Ancient Chart Music and Art. I got a close-up picture of it for those of you who don't remember what it actually looks like. That's what it looks like close up. Handmade, good stuff, great stuff. I love it. And I'm just mentioning it because I got a message from her today, and she says hello. And, like I said, for those who've been watching the show for a while, she was here every day, and then she got a new job, and then she didn't have time to come in the show or whatever. But she wanted to know that she still, supports and loves everybody, and it's all good, and there's, she's doing great. Everything's great, and it's all good. So, all right. Good to hear from her. Greg Jonick, number 2. What you going to do when Greg Jonick is number 2? You're going to do a happy dance. That's what you're going to do, baby. Let's go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. P-Bonds is number 3. Yes, sirree. Number 3, yes, sirree. Here he is, Mr. P-Bonds the second. All right. Love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Great to have you here, as always. Cliff Hickson, okay, I'm here. That's it. What? There it is. Computer, man, sometimes it doesn't do what I want it to. And other times it does it too much. Cliff Hickson's here. What's up? P. Barnes, Highway Star. Greg Jonick. Terry Barnes, good morning. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely, positively. Woohoo. Wait a minute. Did I do both? All right, let's see. I got to concentrate to get this one. Greg Jonas, can you even tell with the glasses on what I'm doing? All right, let's see. Greg Jonick, P. Barnes, Cliff Hickson, Stefan St. German. What's up? Great to have you here once again, and as always, P. Barnes, Greg Jonick, Highway Star, my tiny Chihuahua live. Thank you so much for joining us, as always. David E. Persons is here. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi walk into a blood bank. The rabbit, a priest, a minister, and a rabbit walk into a blood bank. The rabbit says, I think it might be a typo. See, I read it, and that's actually part of the joke, is because I'm glad I fixed. All right. I like that one. I like that one. All right, my tiny Chihuahua life. P. Barnes II. Highway Star. Let's see. P. Barnes, Greg Jonick, Tiny. Who else is here today? Let's see who we have in our chat today to say hello to that I haven't said hello to yet. Let's see what's up. What's going up? Do 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 do. How about Jaime? Right. Is everybody in? Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up. Shut up. All right. Are we back? Jaime Pimento Bay says there's no need to fear. Hezekiah Jaime Pimento. Jason Gunnerman. There's no need to fear. Hezekiah Jaime Pimento Bay is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Pimento Bay appearing on behalf of YouTube, Free News Now Voodoo, and News Now Voodoo. Declare tweak shenanigans.
Yes! Yes! Yeah, he said it wrong, man. He meant twerk. Twerking, twerking, twerking. Twerking, twerking. Look at my butt. Twerking, twerking, twerking. Twerk shenanigans. Yeah. Ah, crap. What?
Anyway, thank you so much, Jaime. You're a mensch. Cliff Hickson, what's up? Yes, Halloween is tomorrow. Today's hump day, Wednesday. Tomorrow is Halloween. Yes, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town, we go home. Leland Squirrels voted for Chili again. Kingstu 2000 says, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all. All right, let's see who else is in the house this morning. It ain't me. It ain't me. I know fortunate one. Nakoti, what's up? Griffey said something about Vegemite. Oh, that was voodoo. That was voodoo. I know. He's sneaky. Let's see. Highway Star, Nakoti. Is that Salacious he's talking about? No, I was talking about Ancient Chart Music and Art. Salacious made the doll, actually. But I'm talking about the necklace. That was made by Ancient Chart Music and Art. But Salacious made the doll, yeah. Round of applause for Salacious. All right. Let's see. Tiny Chihuahua Life, P. Barnes, Highway Star, Griffey, Nakota. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 Australian from Griffey. The only snacks News Now Voodoo gets is poops and tasins.
No, come on, Hez, don't make me eat poop or a tasing. In fact, I'd much rather eat poop than get tased. I don't know, man. Who's got that stench to it? Oh, JC, no! Free JC News Now! Free the oven! Free the oven! Thank you. Ah, crap. Ow!
Thank you so much, Griffey, for the 2 Australian. That's awesome. Let's see. Who else do we got in the house? Oh, Carl's here. What's up? How do frauditors' brain cells die? Alone. Let's see. Yo, my peeps, you hood? We got Paul Cohen in the house. What's up? Let's see. Highway Star, P. Barnes. Florida Jim's here. Good stuff. Crime Dog McGruff. Let's see. Leland Squirrels, Nakoti, Jaime. Anyone else I didn't greet yet? Hello. All right. Florida Jim says, I dreamed I was at the circus last night or Reagan Benson's house. Couldn't tell the difference. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Hope Day Wednesday morning, the day before Halloween. My kids are so excited. They can't wait. Oh, boy, this is going to be our first time trick-or-treating in this neighborhood because I just moved in here in April. And we've been walking around. In fact, just last night, I had to get some groceries, and we walk everywhere. So we walked to the grocery store and back, and it was at night. So we saw like all the Halloween decorations people had up and like coming up with our route on Halloween. We're going to go to this. We got to go to that house. We got to go to that house. We got to go up this block, go around here. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun because, you know, like when I was a kid growing up in Chicago, I grew up in one of those neighborhoods where it was house on top of a house on top of house, like not literally on top of, but like house. Like when the house I grew up in, if I went like this and I had this hand on the outside wall of my house, my other hand would be on the outside wall of the neighbor's house. You know, it was like that. And although it's wider in between the houses out here than there, this neighborhood is one of those kind of neighborhoods where it's just house. So there's a ton of houses for the kids to go trick-or-treating in. Like for a long time when we first came up to Wisconsin, we were living in a very rural area. You know, like we might get clusters of like 3 or 4 houses in a cul-de-sac, you know, and then we'd have to drive a few miles to get to the next little cluster of houses, you know. But here it's like I'm gonna get off work. Minnie Hez and the other 2 are gonna be here all dressed up, ready to go. As soon as I get in the house, bam, we're gonna just start hitting up block after block after block. I'm sure they're gonna get pillowcases full of candy. It's gonna be disgustingly sick how ill they're gonna get from eating all that garbage, but it's all good because it's Halloween. And then so what did we do yesterday? Because we've been watching movies, but last night, what did we watch last night? I don't remember. It was something we were trying to. We were thinking of trying to watch something that none of the three of us had ever seen before, and we were gonna watch Long Legs. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we should have. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet. But it was between that or some other movie that was directed by the same guy. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, we watched it, and it was like it was alright, you know. Like it wasn't the worst movie I ever saw, but it wasn't particularly great either. It was good, you know. It was fine, you know. I mean, Palmetto Bank for $2. Free News Now Voodoo and News Now Voodoo SAP has and science. What the?
Hey, man, don't you be dissing L. Ron Hubbard, man. No, man, I'm in the Church of Chili de Castro, you dig? My Bible is the trifold, you understand? So I don't worry about none of that Dianetics, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tom Cruise, he can... wait, I'm getting too political, man. No, that's not political, is it? I don't even know, man. That stuff, I don't know anything about that stuff. You know what I do know is that I can dance, and I got a butt. Look at my butt. Anyway, you want me to zap Hezokuai? I love it. All right, hey, in the name of L. Ron Hubbard, I curse you to be zapified.
Oh, hi, me. What are you doing to me, man? All right. We got Florida Jim, Highway Star. All right, I think we're caught up with the hellos. Anyone else I haven't said hello to, of course, hello. Thank you. Love you. Welcome to the show. You're the best fans in the world. And you really are, like, legit. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled Wednesday program. Today I was thinking about every once in a while I like to go back because there are like certain people that I can always count on every morning. Like I know like NCR watches this show, and he likes it when I show his videos and Blackheart Night and Unclean Hands and dudes like that. So like they're like my default go-to guys. But sometimes there are other people I like to spread the love, you know. And sometimes there's some people I haven't shown in a while. So today, and especially because like the thing that put this channel on the map was when Schrodinger's cat started talking about when Schrodinger's cat talked about my show. But the thing that got anybody even looking at me at all was when Law Talk with Mike talked about my show. That was like about a month, there was a few months before Schrodinger's cat talked about my show. Law Talk with Mike did. So I figured, you know what, it's about time that once again I show some love to Law Talk with Mike. I haven't shown one of his videos in a while. So let's go ahead and check out some Sovereign Citizen Emergency Sovsit is the name of the video from Law Talk with Mike. Let's check it out, guys. All right.
Hello. I've got an interesting one. It was sent to me by Lokificent's Lair. It's really fun. We have a soft set roll in front of Judge Perkins. I haven't seen him in a while. It's a lot of fun, but I will tell you, I can't find the very end of the appearance. I don't think he came back is what I think the deal is. But if somebody knows where it is, give me the timestamp while we roll, and I'll throw it up. Otherwise, it's still a fantastic appearance, and there's a bonus in there.
Okay, real quick, I just want to throw in, because to me, it makes it a little bit more unbelievably stupid and insane to watch knowing this. from what I saw in the comment section of this video, apparently, Lisa, what's up? Apparently, the case ends up getting dismissed in the end because the dude had a license and the registration and all that the whole time. He just decided to try the sovereign citizen argument. For whatever idiot reason, he decided to try it. And then ultimately, when it came down to him actually having to pay the piper and realizing that that stuff doesn't work, he's like, wait, Your Honor, here, I got my license and all that. Again, the comment section says that that's what happened after the video we're about to see ends. But again, that's just from the comments. I don't know, precisely that that's actually accurate, because anyone could say anything in the comment section, right? But just I thought I'd throw that out there. And now back to the video.
Okay. On the iPhone, there we go. On the Samsung, good morning to you. I just let you in on the Samsung. What's your name, sir? Samsung in the blue t-shirt. And the blue t-shirt walking around the house.
Okay, did I get it fixed now? Did it get
What's
fixed
your
now?
name, sir? Good morning to you.
Antoine. I'm Antoine. I'm representing
Oh,
this.
you're Antoine Pierre.
Yes, yes. Tried to get it fixed.
From the Latin family, right?
Yes. Can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you and see you. Let me get you identified on here. All right, let me see where you're. Who was the other individual on the iPhone?
I don't know. I only got a Samsung.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Who's on the iPhone?
Did I get the iPhone person? They never connected the audio.
Sherelle Oldstein.
No, they never connected the audio.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right, let's go back on the record with Latney. So, Mr. Latney, state your name for the record, please.
I'm making a special appearance. I'm Antoine, the natural man. And here goes this typography, all capital name, Antoine Pierre Latney Bond, that you guys are questioning. I'm making a special appearance on this.
Mr. Latney, I have no clue what you're holding up or what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the birth certificate. I'm holding up the birth certificate of Antoine Pierre Latney.
Okay, and who is Antoine Pierre Latney?
That's I'm the natural person, but the all capitals name, which is typography that you are dealing with the all caps, that's this birth certificate. I'm not that all capital name. The all capital name is this birth certificate right here. I'm the natural person.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me.
I'm confused too. I'm confused too.
Okay, well, we're both confused. I need to see Antoine Pierre Latney. That's who I need to see.
I'm Antoine in the natural form, flesh and blood, right here. How you doing?
So you're Antoine Latney, right?
No. Are you referring to the all capital name?
Bro, we trying to go. You making this shit longer than it got to be.
I know it.
I'm gonna pass the matter until I get Antoine Latney.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Latney, let's get this over with. Yeah, let's do this because it's gonna linger on. And Mr. Latney, let's go back on the record with Antonio and Antoine.
For the record, I'm making a special appearance. I'm
Okay.
Antoine Pierre Latney, and I'm making a special appearance for this bond. I do not assume any responsibility for the all capitals name that you guys have in front of you or anywhere else.
Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put my appearance back on the record. Sherika Harris on behalf of the natural person, Antoine Latney. And I will ask for a breakout room, but I am ready on Johnny Gatewood if we could do that matter first.
We'll get Johnny Gatewood out here. But you know something, Ms. Harris, I don't know if Mr. Latney knows that we get a lot of attention from these bloggers and these
Well, it's just that it's like I drive for a living, but when I get into my regular car, I
Mr.
don't get
Latney,
paid.
Mr. Latney, if I were you, I wouldn't talk. I mean, well, I'm sorry, you might not be Mr. Latney, but the person representing, I wouldn't talk if I were you. Give me a moment to speak with you in the breakout room before you make a whole lot of statements on the record, please and thank you.
Oh.
And, all right. So,
Good job.
let's. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Latney. Have a conversation with. You don't object to that, do you? Having a conversation with Ms. Harris?
No. No.
So have a conversation with Ms. Harris, and just wait on her. I'm gonna get Mr. Gatewood out of here, and then we'll hear what you have to say. All right?
Yes, sir. That's great.
Join the room, please.
Yes.
For Mr. Latney, you read off 2 additional tickets, I believe. Could I know what those charges are?
Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference, Ms.
It
Harris?
might. It might.
I don't think it does, but I'll give it to you. Latin, that's 1.40T, counts 1 and counts 2. Also, he had no plates on that 1 ticket for that one. I don't have any objection to setting it aside. And then he has the SP 1445437 That's a license improper, and he drives for a living. That's his own.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right. Mr. Donovan Green, we're speaking of, but you have to unmute yourself. This is
All right, Mr. Bowman.
a delayed sentence.
I have no objection, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr.
All
Bowman.
right. This is a one-time deal here, Mr. Green.
Okay.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole
Okay, so that's where they left it. He goes in the penalty box twice and doesn't figure anything out. And then I get this I was looking for when he comes back to get the rest of the appearance, but I can't find on the rest of the call. However, I did trip across this nugget, which is fun.
truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you put your hand down? You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson went over your other advice and rights and breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
And you have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to June 30th, 2024, around 1:57 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the areas of Adams and Witherall. Did you have an occasion? AM.
Yes,
Did you have
sir.
an occasion that day to be in that area around that date and time?
Say that again, Your Honor.
Did you have an occasion to be around that area in that date and time?
Just was hanging out with some friends.
You were in that area, right?
Yeah.
All right. You did more than just hang out with friends, though, correct?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I mean, I got here with a beer bottle, so I had an attitude. But that's here nor there. At the end of the day, I was wrong. But like, if we being human, I'm gonna be upset about somebody throwing something at me, potentially trying to hurt me. So that's all it was. But if it is what it is, I'll take the charge, however it go. Even though I feel like I shouldn't, but it's okay. It's a lesson learned.
I don't understand. You're telling me that you got hit with a beer bottle, and you're not fully disclosing what you did.
I told the officer I wasn't leaving shit. It's exactly that was my word for word. I wasn't leaving until we could talk.
In the area.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to a police officer about the assault, and he told me basically I had to leave. It wasn't nothing I could do about that, so I had an attitude. So yes, I'm gonna have an attitude. I want to report that somebody hit me with a fucking glass bottle. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. Excuse my language.
Mr. Bowman?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, based upon what Mr. Green has said, I'm withdrawing the offer about dismissal upon payment. Mr. Green, I'm reissuing that his as charged lays in 3 months. If he dismissed, if he doesn't get into any ANY trouble.
All right. You got that? Now, Mr. Johnson, your client, and now the deal has been changed. Now, your client does have a right to withdraw his plea if he wants to.
I'm fine. Can we just can we? I gotta go to work, Your Honor. So I'm trying not to be late on my first day. I'm taking the offer. If he say he wanted to delay it for 3 months.
So the officer asked you to leave the area and you disregarded what the officer said, correct?
Yeah.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, sir.
Court is satisfied, find him guilty as charged. Officer signals stipulates the probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Stipulate.
$240. When can you pay it?
I just started my new job, so give me at least 2.5 weeks for me to get my first paycheck.
All right. Pay it by December the 2nd, 2024, and then the 3-month delay will go until January 28th, 2025. All right. So come back on the 12th on December the 2nd. Make sure it's paid. If it's paid, then we'll see you back on January 28th. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You will.
Well, there you have it. Unfortunately, I don't have the final appearance.
All right, so there's that. All right, round of applause for Law Talk with Mike. Like I said, I don't know, but from the comment section on that video, it looks like the way that original sovereign citizen case ended was it turned out that the idiot had the license and all that in the first place. He just decided that he heard the sovereign citizen stuff online and thought he'd try it and he'd get out of court when all he had to do was show his license and his registration and the case would have been dismissed anyway, because that's what ends up happening. That's one of the things that I don't understand about this whole spiel. Like, all of the things that happen, like, that they cause it. Hey, I pulled you over because you busted tail light or whatever. License registration, give me your license. Sometimes they let you go with a warning. Like, literally nothing happens other than you got 5 minutes to talk to the cop when you got pulled over. Ooh, oh, the tyranny. But instead, you got to mouth off all this nonsense, which it is nonsense. And then you end up getting your window busted and getting physically dragged out and tased and thrown in jail. Why? Because you read something on the internet that made you stupid? I found out. Good morning, Minnie Hez. How are you today? Oh, well, he just sounds grumpy. He just woke up. I'd be grumpy too. Just woke up. Tomorrow's Halloween. You excited to go trick-or-treating tomorrow? Yeah, all right. Anyway, like the whole sovereign citizen mentality, I like the fact that it's getting to a point now where a lot of courts, a lot of judges, a lot of lawyers have heard this argument enough times that they're starting to be like, they're playing with them a little bit, you know? Like, they know what they're talking about, but they still don't know what they're talking about because what they say still doesn't make sense. But once you hear it so many times, then you start to understand what their argument is. Their argument still doesn't make sense, but you can know what the argument is, right? But the all caps name and me are two different things. They're not. Your name is your name. Like, your parents chose your name and they wrote it down. And there are certain things like I's and L's, you know, other letters that the lowercase, it could be difficult when you're reading, but in caps, in all caps, it's plain as day. And L is absolutely an L, and I is absolutely an I. So that's why they use all caps. It's easier to read. I know for me, literally, you know, like if I don't have my glasses on, it's easier for me to read all caps letters than, you know, regular. So to me, it has nothing to do with straw man fallacy. Like, it's just easier to read. So that's why they use it. This makes sense. But these guys somehow turned it into this whole insane thing that just, it's nonsense. What's up, Chef M80? But it looks like judges and lawyers and stuff, now that they've heard that argument a bunch of times, now they know that that's what it is. So now they kind of play with it a little bit. Because in the old days, when this whole movement first started, I remember, or when I first started covering it, I remember doing videos where judges like legitimately would have heard it for the first time. And they'd just be like, what? What? I don't. Yeah, but, well, no, they weren't stupid. They just never, because their argument is stupid. They never heard it before. But like this judge now, he knows. So he smiles and he's like, oh, yeah, okay. You're confusing me. Are you him or you not? Oh, whatever. Let's just move up. Because he knows. He wasn't going to spend another 20 minutes arguing with this idiot. He was like, all right, let's just move on. Okay, so you're not the name, whatever. Because technically, they have to like play it off, because if there is a conviction and it is brought to appeals and they do go back and look at it, then they can say that it's an identity thing, right? Like, if you're not that person, we cannot hold court without that person here. Like, if I get pulled over, then I need to show up, unless I hire a lawyer and they show up for me. But these guys refuse to deal with lawyers. So they physically have to show up, or like in this case with Zoom, I have to be the one on the Zoom. I can't just tell my buddy to do it for me. So like some of the judges will use that, like, okay, if you're not this name, then you're not saying you're this person. Then you will have on the record in writing that you said that you're not that person. And I can't hold court with the wrong person. So they have to try and play that game, that legal game, so that they're not crossing that line. But again, they know at this point especially that these guys are just idiots and that they're just talking trash. But they're at the same time, they try to cover themselves legally, you know, on paper, on the record, that they know the person standing in front of them is the same person, not literally a different person. What's up, Weed Skidor? Hey. Nightman's wife's in the hairs. Anyway, yeah, these judges and these lawyers are, and that's part of the thing too, because a lot of times when you watch these cases, you think, why do they let them go on and on with this nonsense? Because they do have to have on the record, in case it does go into appeals, they have to have on the record that they are actually talking to this person. And because if you just look at the text, You get a bad read. Oh, he said, I'm not this guy. Oh, well, was it not him? Was it a different person physically standing in front of you? You know, and then they have to try and work all that out. NCR News Network is here. What's up? And we got Mr. Thomas in the house. If you take 2 pillows and stuff them under your clothes and put on a food-stained shirt, you could go as Georgia Tris. We got Parson 1182 all know right in time for Hesplaining. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Parson! Oh, finally! Someone on my side shows up. Hey, wait a minute. Who would win a case with a judge named Dicka or a frauditor named Dicka? What? Buckus! No, man, Bart Starr! Yeah, that's who would win. Ow!
Yeah, stupid voodoo. Anyway. Ow! You heard me. Damn crows. They're armed! All right, that's enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the next video. Since we're in the let's see, what did I have on deck? Since we're doing the sovereign citizens in court thing, I got a Black Card Night video on deck with some sovereign citizens in court. So let's go ahead and get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some good old-fashioned Black Card Night. All right.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Kansas, where we find a sovereign citizen who just thinks that she can represent her husband in a court of law, even though she's not an attorney. And, well, she also tends to think that even though she's not a U.S. citizen, or so she claims, that all the rights and...
Oh, by the way, I just saw this because I had my coffee on the table and I noticed the condensation was getting the paper wet, and I don't want to ruin it. But my daughter gave me this yesterday. She was sitting down and she had a pencil and she scribbled on the piece of paper a little bit and drew this. Is that amazing or what? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because she's very talented. But anyway, yeah, back to the video. Yes.
Privileges of the United States citizenry should be applied to her as well. And, well, it doesn't exactly work out in her favor, nor her husband's. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this freaking S show on the road, shall we?
I'm looking for a Johnson. Do I have a Johnson?
Yes, you do. I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, but you're not the Johnson I was looking for, but I will take your case up. I have a couple. I have a Danny Johnson, and well, don't I have her on here? Oh, she's Stasha Carter. Do you go by Johnson also?
Okay, so I'm here for Danny Johnson.
Oh, are you the attorney?
I'm a representative for him.
Yeah. You do realize it is illegal in the state of Kansas to practice law without a license. Now, if your so-called client wishes to defend himself in a court of law going pro se, then yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. But otherwise, you can't do that because there are penalties to that. So you might want to watch yourself.
What does that
And
mean?
that means I'm his wife, and we sent
Okay, are you an
documentation.
attorney?
I'm an attorney, in fact.
Oh, geez, you melon head. I mean, come on now. Attorney, in fact, really just means that you are their representative when it comes to power of attorney issues such as property or financial matters. It has nothing to do with criminal or civil law, you blockhead.
You're not an attorney at law?
No.
Okay. So when you
So,
say
so
you're an
Mr.
attorney, in fact, you're not an attorney, but you're here on his behalf as a citizen. Is that
No,
right?
I'm not a citizen. I'm not a citizen.
What
But
are you?
let me state for the record, Mr. Johnson is under doctor's care. He's in recovery. We sent the documentation over to the courts to show that, to show proof of that. We also reserve our rights to any and all reproduction or distributing of videos on social media platform. And we request the matter to be rescheduled at a later time when he can get through his recovery period.
All right, Mr. Johnson failed to appear at his first appearance, February 27, 2024. August 13th, 2024, he appeared. We took formal first appearance. He entered a not guilty plea. Actually, he objected, I think, to just about everything that we did. He was argumentative, disrespectful, interfered with court proceedings. I believe he
I
was
object, Your Honor. I think he was
stop.
just
Stop.
he was
You don't have any standing here today, Miss Carter, because you're not his lawyer. You're not him.
I'm not Miss Carter.
Then why is there the family name of Carter in this box right here? Are you trying to play a little soft hard game with the judge? Because I have a feeling that's not going to work out in your favor.
I'm not Miss Carter.
Then why does your screen say Sasha Carter?
That's what it says, but I'm not Miss Carter. And it says
Who are
Sasha.
you? Who are you? Before I disconnect you from these proceedings, because you don't have standing to be here. What's your name?
Well, again, Mr. Johnson is under Dr.
Do you want to tell me your name?
He's here. I've already gave you my name, ma'am. I'm his
Well, then
wife.
say it
I'm
again,
Miss
because I
Johnson.
must have missed it. What's your
Miss
name?
Johnson. Miss Johnson.
What's your first name?
Nicole.
How do you spell that, please?
Nicole.
Nicole Johnson. And you said you're his wife. Is that
That's correct. That's correct.
You're his legal wife. Okay. Now, if you'll let me continue, and if you won't, then we'll have to remove you from the proceedings. On August 13th, 2024, he became, as I said, argumentative, disrespectful, and interfered with the court proceedings. I found him in contempt. He was arrested and he was to serve 24 hours in jail. And then, as I recall, the military put a hold on him, and because of whatever reasons, he served more than 24 hours. But he was told to be back here September 27. And on September 27th, there was an issue that he either was or was not receiving medical service. And he wanted a continuance, and we ultimately continued it to today. Now, that's been a month ago. And you say he's still under doctor's care and can't be here today, or is that, what were you trying to explain there?
What I was expressing, ma'am, is that he was in surgery on the day of the court date. He had
30 days
actual
ago,
surgery.
he was in surgery. Okay.
Correct. The doctor put him under doctor's orders to stay on bed rest. And that's where he's currently residing at, on bed rest. And we sent in the documentation to the courts and the doctor. The doctor notified the courts that he's not to appear because he can't travel and he can't fly due to his surgery.
You know, that's no excuse these days. There's this little thing called Zoom which is pretty much used in just about every court case nowadays. You can be on the other side of the world and participate in a court hearing thanks to that little piece of technology and software right there. So, any other pathetic little excuses?
And we've made it clear to him that he can appear by Zoom. So I'm
Well,
going
ma'am-
to issue a bench warrant, bond
Hold on one
forfeiture.
second. Hold on one second, ma'am, because he is here. He can hear you.
Oh, really? He's been there the whole damn time then. Then why didn't you let him represent himself? I mean, do you want your husband to get arrested again? Do you want him to spend more time in jail again? You are enabling this kind of behavior. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder if you are acting as his Sovtard guru, which would mean that you are indeed responsible for his own stupidity. Yeah, and he's responsible for actually listening to your dumbass.
But
Well, then put him on here.
Oh, he's on here, but he's in a recovery bed, ma'am, and it's a violation of his rights, his HIPAA rights, to be shown and be broadcasted all across social media as far as
Bench warrant, bond forfeiture, no bond, hold.
Ms. Western.
Oh, now do you want to be on here, sir?
Well, I'm first of all,
Are you
Under
voluntarily appearing, Mr. Johnson?
No, under duress.
I'm not
Okay,
going
I'm
to-
not duressing you at all. You don't have to be here.
Can I speak, please? I just want to let you know I'm on a series of medication that alter my. I'm on a medication that I'm supposed to be on bed rest from my procedures for the next 8 weeks and for the following 8 weeks, and then I'm supposed to start my recovery. But I have reached out to the courts. I have had the hospital reach out to the courts in reference to my procedure and my process. I have requested a continuation. I have also sent in letters to request evidence from the case to continue the case prior to these procedures that I have not got a response back. So
Certified mail.
I sent it out registered mail that the courts received, I think on the 23rd, in requesting evidence of the case to continue prior to my surgery, but having the surgeon
It's an unforeseen circumstance.
Ma'am, I want you out of the case now. You're not his lawyer. He's talking, he's representing
Ma'am,
himself.
the creator
out.
made me his wife, and
I will find you in contempt of court.
Ma'am.
Stop talking, Miss Johnson.
Okay.
Now, both of you stop for just a moment. Miss Gillette, you haven't had a chance to say anything on this. Do you wish to be heard?
Because you're acting like the attorney.
I'm acting like the court, and you owe me $50, ma'am, for contempt. And if you have another outburst, it's going to go up.
Hey, Sovtards, the simplest thing to do would have been to hire a lawyer as your arbiter to go in there and take care of business. That way they'd know for sure that you were in the hospital. I mean, that would have been the simplest thing to do. But seeing as how you're a pair of numbskull Sovtards, I guess simple is not exactly in your vocabularies.
And it will be enforced. $50 direct contempt by Nicole Johnson for her interruption of the proceedings. Ms. Gillette, do you wish to be heard?
Good luck with that.
Ms. Gillette?
Sorry, I was making notes, Your Honor. In this matter, there have been lots of issues with Mr. Johnson. There is a letter here. I don't know if it came directly to my office or through the court. It's through the court because it was filed in the court file of
All right, so when
his-
you say through the court, you mean it went to the clerk?
It went to the clerk
Okay.
and was file stamped. There
And
is
it may or
a-
may not have made its way to my office, but if it has, I haven't seen it. For the record, go ahead, please.
there is a note from seen September 25th, 24. His other hearing would have been the 27th. Asking he be excused. we've had lots of issues with Mr. Johnson in the past. I am taking into consideration that he has provided a doctor's note and information about
Okay.
that
But
visit.
that was the last hearing. What do you have, if anything, for today from the doctor?
That was received. It was file stamped 9/27. I don't know if he's recovering or not. I can't tell you anything about that. So if he is on medication, Judge, I don't want to have anything substantive unless he's not taking pain meds. So I would move it over to November for him to be here, present, and he needs to understand that attorneys can speak for individuals, but not family members unless there's some
You
sort of.
won't be released in November, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So
$100 fine or for contempt against Miss Johnson.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay, now, Mr. Carter, you may speak. Yes, sir. Now, if you're
Ma'am, do you even know who you're talking to, ma'am? Because you're calling all these names. Which name? Who are you speaking to?
You told me your name is Nicole Johnson. I'm speaking.
Correct. So you calling Carter, and I expressed to you that nobody's here is Carter.
Well, don't have to put Carter on your screen if you're not Carter.
Ma'am, we made the point to be here in court today, ma'am.
You
and that's under the unforeseen circumstance. He's still
all
here.
right, I'm going to end this talk. This court is over. Bench warrant. If you don't stop and get out of it. If you don't want this bench warrant, you be out of this conversation and let me communicate with the defendant.
Ma'am,
obviously, Mr. Carter doesn't have any control over you.
Anything.
Okay, Mr. Carter, I'm going to have to end this court because the woman won't shut up. And I'm going to have to leave a bench warrant. If you can get her to shut up and stay out of the conversation, you and I, sir, can have a hearing. Now, okay. How much time do you need this continued, Mr. Carter?
The doctor can send over the information.
I will request.
Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry, Missy, can you get that?
Hey, I'm trying to explain to you. The doctor told me it's going to be 3 to 6 months for my recovery.
3 to 6 months.
I had a T10, T11 procedure. So it's a middle back procedure. Like I said, I haven't even started physical therapy yet.
Do you have an attorney, or would you be willing to take a court-appointed attorney?
As far as the attorney, all I would coming to do is, because I'm on medication, I don't want the court hold anything against me that I may say due to the type of medication I'm on. And two is the fact that I am requesting a continuation. I know y'all saying I've been whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm requesting a continuation at least to December, late December or January.
All right, we're going to set this over for trial. It'll be for bench trial. And what the doctor told you you'd be in recovery for how long?
3 to 6 months for recovery.
So this is October, November, December, January. I will continue this. Missy, what do we have mid to late January?
January. Very ethical.
Is that month that is really challenging?
Yeah, but we do have January 31st at 11 available.
All right, January 31st will be your bench trial. Now, did I understand that someone did receive something from his doctor today or recently? Ms. Gillette, you were talking about something from a month ago.
What time?
Yes, it was filed September 27th. It said he had surgery.
Yeah, we continued that hearing based on that letter. We continued it to today. But has anybody seen anything more recently?
No.
I think the wife was reading something that said he couldn't travel, but I don't think it said anything about appearing by Zoom. I think it just said he couldn't travel or appear in that fashion. But that's what we need to make sure come January, that the doctor understands this can all be done by Zoom. And again, Mr. Johnson, would you consider appointment of an attorney to represent you?
Not at this moment, Your Honor. Like I said, I'm on medication.
Well, an attorney could sure help you navigate through this court system. I understand you wanted to represent yourself, but the attorney could sure help you.
I don't need an attorney at this moment.
All right, we'll document that for the record, Ms. Gillette, in the journal entry that he still does not want an attorney.
Of course he doesn't want an attorney, because why do you need an attorney when you're a sovereign citizen who believes that they know the law better than anybody else? Oh, wait, they don't know the law better than anybody else. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in so many damn court hearings making themselves look like complete imbeciles.
That we are continuing this again at the defendant's request for medical reasons to January 31st, 11 a.m. Now that's going to be for bench trial, so keep that in mind. The state will have their witnesses ready, and if you have any witnesses, you'll need to have them ready. Hopefully, you won't be under medications January 31st or in any situation that's going to affect that. But I won't issue the bench warrant. Nicole Johnson does owe me $100, or she owes the court $100. I'm going to give her 10 days to pay that. If she doesn't pay it, then she's going to face more contempt. That payment needs to be paid, Ms. Johnson, to the clerk of the district court. And that is in Eureka, Kansas at 311 North Main. And make sure you put on there contempt for case number GW 2024 TR22. And put on there that it's for payment for direct contempt of Nicole Johnson for continued, well, you won't have to put on there other than for contempt, but I do want the rest of it put in the journal entry, Ms. Gillette.
Well, if somebody tries to defend themselves, it's contempt. Or exercise their rights, it's contempt.
Ma'am, you don't have any rights in this hearing today.
I do. I'm not a citizen, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Okay. You claim to have the right to speak, the First Amendment right to speak, but you don't want to be a citizen of the United States. So you do realize that these amendments and everything like that only apply to U.S. citizens if you are a member of the United States, you freaking moron. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
I don't care what you consider yourself. You do not have any right to come into any court of law and start interrupting and delaying the procedures and absolutely deliberately and intentionally disobeying what the court instructs you.
Ma'am, I called the county attorney yesterday. I called the clerk yesterday.
I am going to tell you to stop talking one more time before I
know, because you don't want me to express my rights.
This is not your hearing. This is not about you. I really have to send the sheriff to whatever state you're in.
You have not given no lawful consideration to this matter,
Mr. Johnson.
The doctor's care. He has provided all the documentation to show that he's under the doctor's care, ma'am, and you have not given no consideration to that.
You are so fortunate that you're not here in person, or you'd be locked up right now.
Yeah, I am fortunate.
And Mr. Johnson will be locked up if he is not here in person. Mr. Johnson is ordered to appear in person for bench trial January 31st, 11 a.m. Ms. Carter.
Yeah, because you want to retaliate against him, don't you?
Ms. Carter now owes $200 in fines.
Damn!
And I'm disconnecting this call so I don't have to send the Greenwood County Sheriff to whatever state she's in to get her picked up and locked up for contempt. This hearing is adjourned.
Ma'am, every time somebody expresses their lawful rights to defend themselves, you hold them in contempt. Why is that? You are a judge. You are compelled to provide protection for we the people. You acting as an attorney, giving advice to people, talking, bringing people down, and he's in a situation to where he's under doctor's orders. It's a shame that you still wanted him to present himself under the doctor's orders of bed rest and medication before the court.
Put the camera on yourself when you talk to me, Ms. Carter
and you
or
can
Ms.
put it out
Johnson.
across social media, and you can talk down on them, and you can make money off of it because you go and you spread it, and then you get up all these views.
Put the camera on yourself if you want to tell me off, Miss Johnson.
I can put the camera where I want to. That's my legal right, man.
You are to appear. I will send the orders for you to appear personally because you're going to serve some time for this disrespect. Miss Johnson.
It's disrespect with what you having him do
Missy,
on camera.
disconnect her. This court hearing is adjourned.
Yeah, disconnect yourself because you're unlawful.
Yeah, lady, you really need to study what the rights actually are. And seeing as how you don't claim to be a citizen of the United States, then why should you enjoy the rights of those who actually are a part of the United States? In fact, I dare you to go to another country like Canada and demand that you have all the rights and privileges of a citizen per their constitution, and I bet they would laugh in your damn face. It is just so asinine to say you're not a citizen of any country and demand to have the same rights as the citizens of that particular country. That is the height of absurdity. So at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Blackheart Night. We love Blackheart Night. Big supporter of the channel.
No, Blackheart Knight's a badoosh canoe, man. His favorite thing is to tase me. The only thing that Blackheart Knight is good for is when he transforms into my leader, the masterful News Now dumbass. I mean Dumas, yeah. That's his name, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, guys, hey, listen, I saw the Nightcaps here. How you doing, Nightcap? Hez told me that you were pretty cool, which means you probably don't like me. Dagnabbit, where are the guys that like me? What do we got? Dagnabbit. What's going on, man? Come on, Hez. Why are these people here watching this show? Don't they know that you suck? Ow! Oh. Hey guys, thank you for being here. I'm happy to see you guys. My dad is mean. Anyway, Uncle Artie for $1.99. Yay! Play some Troll Media Group and just zap yourself. What? No, I'm not. Wait. Wait. What? Oh, Troll Media. Oh, okay, the videos. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you. Happy Hump Day. Hey, bye. It's almost Halloween.
I don't know what those guys are talking about. What does this happen? Oh, Uncle Artie for $2. Play some Troll Media Group and zap yourself. All right. I'm not going to zap me again because I got zapped earlier and it hurt. Thank you so much. Round of applause. Oh, wait, here's your happy dance anyway. All right, Troll Media Group. What do they got? The next video I was going to show was from Lucid. Let's see. What did Troll Media Group do recently? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh, Hez needs to play the video of the two New York fans ripping the ball out of the Dodgers' glove last night. Oh, I heard something about that, but I don't know. I don't know. That figures they would do that, right? Let's see, where is it? Dagnabbit. There it is, Troll Media Group. Where's their most recent video is Angry leprechaun pushes his luck, provokes trouble, and creeps out a lady. Oh, he's making fun of Gutterman? Oh, we love any video that makes fun of Gutterman. And it's only 10 minutes long, which would bring us right up to the Cupcake Happy Dance. So that's actually kind of perfect. So, yeah, why not? That'll work. All right. Thank you for the suggestion, Uncle Hardy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Zap that small thing. It is annoying to me.
No, you can't zap me! I have the anti-zap bandana on my head! Yay! You can't hurt me! Hey, anyway, other than Uncle Artie, I love you guys! Thank you!
Eric Martin had his trial. Oh, man, I've been following that story. Got to find out what happened there. But first, ladies and gentlemen, Angry Leprechaun. And then Cupcake Dance. And then I got to take him to school and I got to go to work. So it is what it is. But let's get her done and watch this other video and see what we got going on with this Jason Gutter trash guy person thing stuff. Whatever it is these days. I don't know. All right, here we go.
I'm begging you. I'm literally, where am I going to put my feet?
The judge called me mentally ill.
I'm not the honey boo boo of auditing, dude. I'm not trailer trash.
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Today's video is going to be a rather short one, but this is from our good friend, the leprechaun and his son. Well, what happens is they do their normal thing as standing in front of people's businesses with a camera pointed towards the building, you know, to get the usual reaction and hopes to get a negative one so he could belittle them. And, you know, well, what happens is some lady comes out, asks what's going on, doesn't really like what's happening. And I'm not going to spoil it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah, I'm just getting shot. What did she say? She said, can I help you? I said, no, I'm all right, thanks. She literally have a camera right in front of my business or something like that.
What are we doing? You're making me very uncomfortable.
Well, it's kind of making me uncomfortable having you come out and yell at me every 2 minutes. Why don't you just have a nice conversation? You like come out upset right off the bat.
What is the purpose?
We're making a travel video for YouTube of downtown Wickenburg.
So you can't come in and like say, hey, is it okay if we do this?
Well, that's not the way I'm making. You want to tell me how to make my video?
Come on, ma'am. You know as well as I do that he's not going to be able to do that because that'd make too much sense. If he had the consideration to walk in there saying, oh, I'm making a travel channel, don't mind me. I'm going to be standing outside just getting people coming in and out and then I'll move on. But no, he's going to stand there with his son, pointing the cameras at the shops just to try to get a negative reaction that's happening right now.
I'll call the cops.
Look at her reaction now. Imagine if we had gone in there with the cameras to go ask her if we could film. She would have sped. Yeah, why don't you just come in?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I don't know, fellas.
Good. Can I help you?
She called in the big guns, huh?
Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help.
What's the camera for?
Sorry?
What's the camera for?
I already explained that to this lovely young woman, but she didn't like my explanation.
There's two guys standing out in front. She's all alone.
I'm filming a travel video for YouTube, man. Got to get over it.
Do you yell at her?
Not at all. Is that what she told you?
You did.
Really? Everything's on two cameras. Be careful. Be careful what you tell the cops. Don't make anything up. You can lie to these guys. You've been doing it for years.
So instead of being the bigger man, he's going to continue to poke the bear to get a negative reaction. And you know what that means? More clicks and views and more money in his pocket just because he ruined somebody's day. He had to go out there, poke the bear and ruin their day just so he get more money in his pocket. And hey, Ben, I got a question for you. Why do you keep wearing those shorty shorts? I'm just kind of curious. If you keep wearing those kind of shorts, you're never going to make your father or grandpa.
But don't make
to my husband for years. You.
Well, see what you're dealing with?
How do you think you feel?
And I'm yelling at her.
You seem awful defensive.
Bro, she came out and said, what are you guys doing? And I said, we're filming a travel video.
May I help you? And he said no. So I walked
Well, that's a logical answer.
I walked back in. I gave it 10 minutes and I came back out here. I said, can I help you again?
All right, so I'll give you a bit of a further explanation. I'm trying to give you an explanation, but she just doesn't want to stop screaming.
You're making me feel uncomfortable.
You don't think you're making me uncomfortable with all your screaming, cursing, and yelling?
You the camera in the door, and you don't tell me what you're doing. You just come up with a camera.
When you came out and asked, we certainly did tell you exactly what we. Yeah, we did.
Can I help you? What is the purpose?
We're making a travel video for YouTube.
Come on, Jason. Do you really think people are going to buy that you're making a travel channel video? Are you serious? No travel channel video goes around doing what you're doing, starting confrontations. They don't do that. They walk in there and say, hey, my name is Joe Blow from the travel channel on YouTube. I'm doing a travel channel. Do you mind if I film the store a little bit? I'll be outside filming too, so don't mind me. That's how they do that kind of stuff. They don't do what you do.
You, and you said no.
Same thing you said to me.
Well, that's not asking me what I'm doing. That's asking me if I need help, and he said no. And then when she came out and said, well, what are you doing? I told her what we were doing. You guys are just angry, man. Yeah, call the cops. That's a good idea. They'll tell you to go back to work. You guys, man. See, when you two showed up, I thought we were going to be able to have a simple conversation and work it out. You guys just got a bunch of crazy going on in there, man. Too much for me. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Watchman just said she's the type of wife that'll get her husband knocked out at 3 o'clock in the morning at the bar.
You got two choices. You could call the cops and hope that something does happen, or you could take care of it yourself. And well, I never saw nothing. The cameras aren't working. I wonder what happened. Well, we could look at their footage. Well, I don't know if it's working. Well, how do you not know it's working, sir? Well, it's shoved so far up the rear end.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep walking and doing our thing. I'm not going to sit around waiting for the cops to show up. Wickenburg's a small town. If they want to find us, they'll find us.
Well, that's it for the show. Basically, nothing happens. The cops don't show up. If they did, they didn't put it on their channel. The video goes on for a little bit longer, and then it just ends right there. So hopefully, maybe I will call this lady, talk to her.
I'll tell you what. First of all, round of applause to Show Media Group. But ever notice they never go to a larger city where people might actually be traveling? See, that's the thing. It's like none of these guys ever, especially, I mean, he's like an expert at it, but the way he taught his son, whatever, is insane. It's insane because it's like, hey, let's stand out in front of this building and say, hey, we're making a travel video. Okay, so let me get this straight. You have a channel travel. So how do you show the city and all the beautiful stuff it has? You go to each business and park your camera there and leave it there until someone freaks out at you for having your camera there. And then move on to the next building and point your camera at it until someone freaks out at you for pointing your camera at it. It isn't even about going in and asking for permission. I've seen legitimate travel videos, right? They'll be like, hey, this is downtown Chicago. And look, or whatever, wherever city they're in. Hey, this is small town. I've seen Highway Star made a travel video. It was brilliant. He was talking about, he was filming an actual thing and explaining what the actual thing was. Any legitimate travel channel will be saying something about what they're filming. There will be a purpose for them filming it. You don't just park your camera in front of a building and just film that building until someone freaks out because you're filming that building. What you do is you're like, oh, I'm filming this building because look at this and you move the camera and you film, look, the architecture. And maybe zoom in on, if there's a plaque, this building was dedicated in 1896 or whatever the heck it is, why you're filming it. But no, they stand at the door in the glass and film through the glass. And the people who work there are not supposed to believe, and their idiot fans do believe, that they're just filming that specific building because it's like, oh, this is a cool building. This is one of the buildings that you'll see if you go to this town. If you're traveling through this town, look at all these cool little businesses they have here. We're supposed to believe that's what you're doing because that's what you say. And that's why I always say the narrative never matches the content. The narrative never matches the content. They always build a false narrative. Their narration never matches what's actually happening in the video. And that's the difference. Their fans respond to the narration, to the false narrative. We respond to what's actually happening in the video. The narration is, oh, I'm just filming this building to show what buildings are in the neighborhood. But if you actually watch the video, what you see is they point their camera directly through the glass into the business, and they don't discuss what they're filming or why they're filming it or what the historical or local significance of it is. They just point their camera at the people specifically until somebody freaks out. That's what actually happens. They could sit here and say all day, that's not what we're trying to do. But that is exactly what you are doing. If I take this hammer and I start bashing myself in the head and I give myself a concussion, well, I wasn't trying to give myself a concussion. No, but you were bashing yourself in the head. What do you think's going to happen? It's almost time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. Tomorrow's Halloween. I might have because I got obviously I always do my Halloween stuff. You know, it's gonna be a normal day in the morning. I gotta take him to school, I gotta go to work, and then after we're gonna go trick-or-treating. So I don't know as far as the show what I'm gonna, but I gotta do something because I always do something for Halloween. Maybe I'll put on a replay of last year's Halloween. I had that Halloween special I did with Doc Danger. That was great. That was like 6 hours. And then I had I got some ideas. But again, whatever it'll be, I mean, I'll be here in the morning, of course, like I always am. But I'm saying because it's Halloween throughout the course of the day, I'm probably going to throw something out there, you know, a little different, something special. Anyway, it's time for the Cup Cake Happy Dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. As always, great to have you here. I'll see y'all next time. And like I always say, at the end of the day, hip hip hooray. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I'm all shook up. Love you guys. No! Billy Yank, no! Right under the wire. Last second. Right under the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Yank comes in with $5, saying his job is conducting historical research for a favorable biography of Bart Starr. No! Oh, no. My brother actually has on his wall, he has a big blow-up photograph of Dick Butkus tackling Bart Starr. It's great. Anyway. Anyway, I love you guys. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. All right, bye.